Thanks so much for stopping by again, everybody. This is Budget Wine with Bacchus Bruce. Really pleased to have you here this afternoon. Got a good-looking food and wine pairing, and indeed we do. This is a 2013 Quackenbush Zinfandel. This is coming out of Lake County. Got this for a measly $3.99 at the grocery outlet. Great story behind it. Talked a little bit in depth on the tasting about the background. So make sure you take a look at that to kind of get a little bit of backstory on the wine. We also have some wonderful little toast points here. So we have a pate that's been done with goose and goose liver. Very excited about that. Got that at the Munchner House in Fremont. A couple weeks ago, went up and got a beautiful ham and cheese sandwich there, and saw this goose pate, and Rita, the proprietor, said, "Oh my God, that is so good!" So I couldn't resist. It was like $8 or $9 for the little tube. So also did a little bit of smoked Gouda. Did a little bit of reading, and found that smoked Gouda tends to work very well with full-bodied Zinfandels, which indeed we have one here. So the maker of the pate is a company called Schaller and Weber. They are dating back to 1937, believe it or not. Ferdinand Schaller was a young apprentice in various butcher shops around Germany before he came to the U.S. in the 30s and met up with Tony Weber, his business partner, and opened up a very important and very famous butcher shop in the Upper East Side of New York City. And to this day, the Schaller and Weber products continue to shine, and really excited about trying this. So it is a traditional pork pate, but it's also blended with spices and herbs, and of course, in this particular case, goose meat and goose liver. So it should be rich and decadent. Should be a wonderful foil for the Zinfandel. So let's go ahead and revisit the wine really quick here. So we were talking about the really elegant feminine style, the finesse in this particular wine. The 2013 is a very feminine Zinfandel. It's really kind of starting to show its age and really hit its stride. And don't get me wrong, it is a full-bodied wine with plenty of tannic grip. But there's just fantastic red and blue fruits just running through it. Tons of berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. Really just has this kind of underlying earthiness to it. But really, there's great acidity. The wine is extremely balanced. And it's just supple and delicious, full-bodied. Probably going to be a wonderful pair with this pate here. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Did some just some basic toast points in my trusty toaster oven, which is my best friend, and then revisited the toaster oven with the melty smoked Gouda cheese, and didn't really want to cook the pate because it's traditionally done at room temperature. So let's see what we have here. And for those of you who like pates, they are really wonderful. Kind of more of a winter type of delicacy. Here we're moving into fall. Still very beautiful here in Hayward. We're still sitting in the 70s and low 80s. Beautiful weather. So maybe a little bit early for something like this, but certainly delicious. Let's see how it goes with the wine. And pate is one of the richest things you can put in your mouth. It's really quite something if you're not familiar with it. And the Zinfandel really has enough structure and acidity to kind of really make a wonderful pair and kind of tame it a little bit and balance it out. Really delicious. So let's go ahead and take a quick nibble on the melted Gouda cheese. This is coming out of grocery outlet here. $4 a pound. Got a little wedge for a couple of bucks. Nothing too fancy, but definitely a Holland smoked Gouda for sure. So. And I'm sure you, like me, are a big fan of smoked foods. And smoked cheeses are definitely right up on the top of my list. So Very delicious, wonderful, deep flavor. Fantastic. And the wine really actually take kind of a back seat to the Gouda. You would think that it would be a little bit more assertive with the Gouda than the pate, but it's actually quite the opposite. The Gouda is kind of leading the charge in that food and wine pairing, and kind of puts the Zinfandel in its place. So just some fantastic dynamics going on here with this food and wine pairing. Very easy to make. The Munchen House is down in central Fremont there, so you can stop by and see Rita and pick up a little tube of the of this pate. They have other products as well, but definitely kind of picnicky type snacky foods. And toaster oven will toast up your toast. So wonderful stuff here. 2013 Quackenbush Zinfandel coming out of Lake County. Wonderful stuff. The Pistani family now is in charge of things. They always were, but they were using a different name, and now they're doing a field blend actually with this very important vineyard with Petit Syrah and Zinfandel. So thanks for stopping by. Great food and wine pairing. Always fun. Budget Wine with Bacchus Bruce. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day.